sweet baby butt Jesus. Little baby, how are you, little baby?
I'm good, little baby.
Hey, good to have you back, little baby.
It's good to be back. I've missed you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sweet Johnny's on the show.
He's back.
He's back. He means business.
For 20 and 20.
He's got 20 and 20. He's got 20 and 20 nuts, and they are full of dreams.
They are.
They're like swollen watermelons hanging betwixt his thighs.
This is my year.
And he's ready to just pump his success paste all over your year. That's it. It's going to jizz all over your year.
I always try and prepare myself for what you're going to say before we start. It's just...
I don't know what it's going to be. It just comes out, you know? It's as much of a mystery to me as it is to anyone else.
Yeah, it's true. But it's just, I can't prepare for it.
Just open my mouth and take the first tangent that comes along. You know, it's like, let's go for a drive. Where are we going? I don't know.
I don't care.
We'll just take turns.
As long as we get there.
With no destination, we can't get lost.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, turn the sat-nav off.
And just drive forever. Well, until you hit the sea.
Or until you run out of petrol or you hit the sea. Yeah. And then drive into the sea and keep going.
Is this what we're doing after?
Yeah. Finally. No, I think maybe New Year's Eve of 2020, 2021, maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll just walk out into the sea like King, what's his name? The guy who said he could hold back the tides.
It seems too...
Turns out he couldn't. He died.
What?
Yeah. Come on, he was a king of some kind. Maybe a king. I don't know. Was he a fictional king or a real king? King who could hold.
You're optimistic there's going to be a New Year's Eve 2021.
Yeah, no, you're right. King Canute. There he is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, go Canute.
So spoke King Canute the Great. The legend says, seated on his throne on the seashore, waves lapping around his feet, Canute had learned that his flattering courtiers claimed he was so great he could command the tides. Right, okay, so...
We've all thought we're sort of better at things than we are, actually.
I've spent really my whole musical career thinking that my records were much better than they actually were. It's only now that stuff has come to light.
Because you've sobered up, that's the problem.
Yeah, I've sobered up. I'm now 7 days into dry January, and suddenly I'm looking back on some of my sort of mid-noughties work, and I'm like, oh, wow, Jesus. How many instances of Massive did I have going on that one June? Was any of that really necessary? Oh, God. How much buffer override? Fucking Nora. It's going to be fine, mate, I think, you know, if King Canute can do it, if he can hold back... Oh, no, he couldn't hold back the tides.
Oh, we couldn't. That's the whole point.
No, yeah. No, right. Yeah, I mean, that would be a funny twist of the story. Turns out that the flattery of his courtiers was actually so powerful that he actually was able to hold back the tide. They told him, look, you can do anything, buddy. If you just put your mind to it, you just believe, yeah? His courtiers are all like Gary V. They're just like, you just gotta hustle. Just grind. You can hold back the tides. Buy my wine. And then the tide, it just stayed out. I was like, fuck this lunatic. Stay away, I don't want to touch him. I don't want to touch his fucking feet. Guys, look, I don't know what's going on. I'm now aware that this bloody intro, did you see the intro yesterday?
I haven't had the pleasure.
Well, look, I say I knocked up, I didn't. My brother knocked up an intro that was the same as the intro for the first show of last year, except the text had changed. And people got upset about it because it didn't have any music in it. It was just sort of background ambience as part of the film Constantine, where he's running through hell away from the demons that are chasing him. Yeah, good film.
Powerful film.
Powerful canoe raves. And people are like, no music in it! Don't come the music in it! And this is not supposed to have music, but I think people had assumed that it was going to be their intro for every show now. It's like a minute and a half of ambience.
really changing the tone.
Yeah,
real
vibe killer, you know? Really changing that 2020 tone, man. Anyway, I've just realised that...
it's not on.
Well, no, I've got the proper one, but there'll be a bit of switcheroo involved, so it's really going to take the sting out of it. But we'll go with it, mate. We'll go with it.
People will still be offended.
Well, yeah, I hope so. See, look, get rid of that. That's black now, and then welcome to Coffee and Memes.
Yeah.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes. That's all I want.
You're getting on. You're pushing 30, Slugger. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Right, look, I see where the jokes are going now. But the problem is, when you cry wolf, when you say that there's no sound, then when there actually is no sound, which inevitably there will be at some point due to one of my many fuck-ups, I won't believe anyone in the chat.
No, exactly. You just think they're all just fucking trying to fuck with you.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's, oh my God, Look, guys.
I'm pretty good at lip reading.
Fucking, this is just, because it's still, there's half of me thinking, fuck, maybe there is no sound. What's going on?
In an hour's time, we're like, oh, fuck.
No, I know Dimmy would message me. She would message me on about 3 or 4 different devices, going, well, there's no sound. There's no sound. Well, it would take me 10 minutes. There was one that took me a good 4 minutes of no sound, but the master was down. Now there's sound. That was the best intro I ever did. No, definitely. Anyway, all I'm saying is that the people that listen to this show. Guys, what have we got in the fucking news? Sweet Johnny's here and we shouldn't waste his time.
No.
Hackers claim they've figured out a way of filming people as they watch online porn.
I thought they've always been able to do that.
Yeah, right. I thought that was part of the jig.
When you're having a cheeky in the shower, you always have your thumb over the camera on the front.
Well, I've always just sort of thought that, like, if someone hacked me, filmed me, beating my meat, and was then like, right, guys, I've got some high-ranking wank tape. Who wants to see it? Everyone's like, yeah, not for me.
Nah.
Thanks. I'm all right. No one needs to see that. No one.
It's like when people threaten to steal my identity. I'm like, you can fucking have it. It's fine.
Look, just do what you can with it, okay? Just do your best.
You might be able to give me a better life.
Yeah. you never know. This is a long-form article by Jasper Hamill, so God knows what sort of insanity. Hello, I have very bad news for you. On this day, I got access to your operating system and gained complete control of your system. On this day, your such and such account with such and such password. Anyway, a month ago, I wanted to lock your device and ask for a bigger amount of Bitcoin to unlock. But I looked at the sites you regularly visited and was shocked by what I saw. Wow. So, hackers are easily triggered, aren't they? I'm talk about sites for adults. I want to say, you are a big pervert. Your fantasy is shifted far away from the normal course. Imagine being like kink shamed by hackers.
They just send it to everyone and hopefully they're going to luck out on some absolute perv.
Yeah.
Because I think that the weird sort of tentacle hentai stuff I watch isn't that weird.
No, not in 2020, man. That's pretty vanilla stuff. Just, aliens with 17 tentacles, all in one poor, young, big-titted Asian lady at once.
Lady?
Yeah. I shouldn't assume, I'm sorry. Now, back to the hacking kink shaming. I mean, maybe it would be quite funny if the end of this email was that the hacker has sent out was not a ransom or anything asking for money, just a sort of plea, just to get help.
We're just really worried about you.
Yeah,
it's an intervention.
Yeah, I was going to try and extort money out of you, but I think you're obviously in a bit of a situation. I really do think you should be seeking professional help. Here's a list of local counsellors.
I'm worried for your family, for your children.
Honestly, I'm here if you ever need to talk, mate, I'm here.
I don't want anything from you. I just want to make sure you're okay.
This is the new 2020 flex. Hacking into people's accounts and asking them if they need to talk.
Making sure they're okay.
Telling them you're there for them if you know.
It's okay to not be okay.
The worst thing if you're ever going through a rough time and, your friends, your true friends go, listen, mate, if you ever do need to talk.
Fuck off.
And then you go, yeah, actually, that would be great. Cause like the look on their face.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It was merely a platitude. I didn't actually Really? What? Oh, God, no. And your problems? Ugh! They seem far-ranging and complex, and I don't know. No. Here's a particular episode of Joe Rogan podcast you should listen to.
A true friend was to say, stop being a fanny and get on with it, mate.
Fucking man up, prick. Yeah. Get out there, get some fucking Albanian up your nose, get that spearmint rhino and get a proper fucking boiler.
Get a brass round
Get a proper fucking brass. You know, to have a rotten teeth around your nutsack, and then go out, buy yourself a Stone Island, and fucking get back on it, son.
Liven yourself up. Everyone's got a Cockney, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Cockney Jesus. You really helped me out, buddy. I want to say, you are a big pervert, big in capital letters. Your fantasy has shifted far away from the normal course. I got an idea. I made a screenshot of the adult sites where you have the fun. Do you understand what it's about, huh? After that, I made a screenshot of your joys using the camera on your device and glued them together. Turned out amazing. You are so spectacular. We want to make you a star.
Yeah, it's switched now from like blackmail to, are you okay?
Do you have any representation?
You're going to be big.
Have you ever heard of Hollywood? I think, honestly, they would love you.
Glued them together.
As proof of my words, I made a video presentation in PowerPoint. And laid out in a private cloud. Look, you can copy the link below and paste it into the browser. Problem is, if the person being hacked there is any kind of boomer, they're not going to be able to open a PowerPoint presentation. These fuckers can't even open a PDF. Like, they're going to have to get a nephew or like a niece or something, or even a grandchild to come and help open that.
I still have to help my folks.
I have
open
to
their
get
blackmail
people
PDFs.
to help me. I had a real boomer moment the other day, not being able to operate the remote on my own television.
Oh no!
I was like, this is not good, is it? At 35, come on, like this.
Is it a new telly?
No. Oh, a new Skybox. So I tell you, I got the full Sky package. I got no electricity, but I got the full Sky package. It's bullshit. I know that you would not like to show these screenshots to your friends, relatives, or colleagues. I think $381.
Such a random amount.
No more, no less.
£17.16.
Please do not be trying to pay me more. I cannot give refund. I think I cannot give change. Whole amounts only. I think $381 is a very, very small amount for my silence. Besides, I've been spying on you for so long, having spent a lot of time. Right, so what, is he trying to sort of appeal to the... Listen, mate, I've spent worked a lot.
I know what you've been up to.
On getting this blackmail thing together. And look at the PowerPoint presentation. It's really nicely designed. It's got animations in it. It's got some motivational music in the background. I've worked a lot on this. I know you didn't specifically ask for it, but I think $381. And if you were to break that down to an hourly, it's only $17 an hour, which for design work is very reasonable.
You have hackers who, they hack the government, they hack people's bank accounts, and this is what this guy does.
Yeah. But who do you think he's sending this to? Mr. J. Epstein.
Mr. J. Hutchings. You hacked my email to get this.
JDP Pryor.
Sweet J Johnny J Bones at gmail.com.
Sweet Johnny 69
at hotmail.com.
Yeah, hot mail spelled MALE.
Spliff master.
There was I worked at a terrible call centre, and they had an application come in, and the email on the application was sneak thief. At Yahoo or something. Don't apply for a job with the word thief in your email. Yeah, good one.
I've had some great ones.
Idle fuckwit 69 at gmail.com. What was you provided me a list of songs for today.
And you've
left it on my phone.
You flatly ignored it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Falling by Raiden.
Yeah.
Mate, completely forgot about this tune.
Mate. Oh, look at this. This has got some nice bits here.
Yeah,
this is some random person's playlist. Falling by Raiden, Dark Rain, current value. Asteroids, Noisier remix.
Decent.
Well, that's the songs for the show today.
Yeah.
Well done to Qzmuk. Great work, buddy. Great work. What do you think Raiden does now? Hacks people's emails.
Yeah, probably.
Tries to extort money out of them. He's a Bitcoin millionaire. just from hacking big perverts. When it says big pervert, do you think it means like big pharma?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, would be your Epstein billionaire pervert ring would effectively be big pervert, wouldn't it? The sort of big billionaire elitist pervs. In ages.
Such a tune.
Oh. What? Oh, that's very sad. I've just been alerted to the passing of Optiv. Oh, rough times.
Yeah.
It's made some freaking bangers over the years.
That's in my bits folder.
It's in your what?
My bits folder.
In your bits folder?
For this.
Is it?
For the show.
Oh, right.
I've got one in there.
Maybe it's the Curse of Sweet Johnny.
Oh, God.
Don't be putting any of my bits in your bits folder.
Not again.
Remember you had all that folder with all the Jeffrey Epstein stuff in it, and then he died? Suggestions in the chat then for an Optiv, a couple of Optiv bits to play. What did you have in your bits folder?
You have to find the bits folder.
Fucking bits folder, mate. Fucking bits folder.
Flatworm.
Flatworm. Oh, that's a hell of an era. Oh yeah, Blackjack. God, is that on Virus? Yeah, God, that artwork.
It's something else, isn't it?
It's just, man, that's Optical who does all of that. Yeah.
They used to get away with a lot back then.
Yeah. That's Raiden, Falling. Classic bit of Renegade hardware. Action! I think 2020 is going to see the return of Clayton. Back to glory, back to his former glory. I think it's time he started a new record label. A new Renegade Hardware 2.0. It's going to be called Renegade Hardware.
Brilliant.
And, he's going to be... he says he's going to pay people. He's going to pay the artists, and he's going to make them a lovely jerk chicken dinner. And it's just going to be a gay old time.
He's not going to be the Suge Knight of drum and bass.
No, 100% not. He's not going to be threatening people, calling them waste men on Drum and Bass Arena. He's not going to be on Dogs on Acid demanding that the mods ban people who say anything bad against him. No, he's just out there slinging dick. Guys, look. Hey, how about fucking Gervais on Sunday night, eh?
Brilliant.
One of the best 10 minutes of comedy that's come out of the last, I don't know, a long time. Probably since the previous year. He's just got better and better and better over it. Like
his stand-up is, he had a little dip with, which one was it? It's the one after Science, after Fame. And then he had a little break from it all, and then he came back with was it Humanity? And
I think he got a bit complacent. Like I think he was just sort of like coasting a little bit,
and there was no flow. He'd like be super offensive, then just sort of quite sort of boring and basic.
Yeah.
There was, but when he came back with Humanity, it was just unreal. Like so funny.
Well, he's clearly stopped giving a fuck now, which is amazing.
He's realised you don't have, that a joke's a joke. You know? It's just that's the problem, isn't it? People start worrying when you start worrying about the jokes that you're writing.
Yeah.
Then you're not doing it to your.
Yeah, 100%. Like
way.
you're self-censoring your material.
Yeah,
I think he's sort of going, look, I don't care anymore. I'm not going to be able to get cancelled. Like people are always going to want to come and see me because there's still that, diehard actual comedy fan base that actually understands jokes and understands offensive humour and realises that it's not real life.
There's so many things he has said that if it had been anyone else, it would have been game over. Do you know what I mean? But he is just above,
Yeah, but it's just the attitude that he takes and the way that it sort of is carried and just sort of the understand. I mean, he's just no G of like offensive comedy.
He's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Because I mean, it's like so many people seems to have stopped doing comedy for laughs and started doing it for retweets, and that's where it's sort of become like, oh, we were doing it for applause rather than for laughs. And that's when it's not comedy anymore. It's just like, you're standing on a stage at a fucking shitty open mic doing activism.
Yeah,
no one needs that.
That's why I still like Jimmy Carr, because he doesn't buy into any of the social media bullshit.
Yeah, that's it. Social media has killed so much of comedy because it's turned it into weird little pockets of activism, like on both sides. It's just like it's not. The fundamental elements of jokes aren't there. It's like, look, I have the right ideas about stuff, and these on the other side, they're stupid. Okay, cool, man, that's great. Like,
your side retweets and likes you, the other side hates you. It's just
cool. No one cares.
Yeah,
literally, no one cares. What you're doing is worthless. It's absolutely meaningless rubbish.
Just to say something really offensive to make me smile in the morning.
Well, yeah, or just say something that like. Comedy isn't supposed to be true, but I mean, there's some stuff is laced in truth, and that's part of the comedy. But it's not just like, here are a load of truisms, here are a load of the correct things to think. No, so you can say stuff that you don't mean, because it's funny. Like you can say, I say ridiculous stuff on this show. I don't really I sort of break the fourth wall. I don't really think the world is going to end this year, and I don't like. But no, I don't know. People incapable of getting jokes seem to take take stuff seriously and literally. And on both sides. I mean, the fact that people took Trump seriously and literally on both sides probably meant that he got to where he is. Like, there was a good sort of quote about how the Trump supporters took him seriously but not literally.
Yeah.
And the other side took him literally but not seriously.
Yeah, of course.
And, there you go. Now we're in the situation that we are. But I feel like in 2020, the sort of like kind of woke culture is going to sort of implode in on itself.
I think it already has started to. I think people just aren't. Sort of people are getting offended about certain, this.
Yeah.
And then just everyone's sort of like, oh, shut up. It doesn't matter.
It's like there are serious issues out there, like stuff that needs attention and stuff. But like the minor ridiculousness of like someone saying something silly on social media or whatever is. I think that's going to sort of fall away a little bit. Like, oh, you've been fired because of some. Tweets from 2009 or whatever. I think is probably gonna,
which is good, but then a lot of people have just lost, careers over shit like that, and it's just ridiculous.
Well, that's the best new attachment for the AR-15 is actually just tweets from about 10 years ago. It just slots onto the bottom, and you can just get
them all in like a nice little grenade.
Oh shit!
What did he say about Susan Boyle?
Oh my god, he used the term Oriental in 2009. Get him! Shut him down. So we're going to an Oriental restaurant.
Who do you think you are?
Unbelievable. Right, well, we've got some good bits here. Woman uses asparagus to predict Trump will win election, but will be impeached. Okay, so mixed blessing, I guess.
So it doesn't just make your piss smell.
No. She predicts some very niche things. She has predicted that in 2020 there will be a resurgence in independent shops.
Has she predicted anything in the past that's come true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bits. Yeah, I think she's got a few stuff on the head. She just lobs the asparagus into the air, and depending on how it falls, that's the prediction. I mean, it's as mad as the tea leaves, really, but... No,
I think it's pretty foolproof.
No, more mad or less mad, really. A fortune teller who used asparagus to predict England winning the Cricket World Cup says the US president is in for a rocky 2020. Look at that grin on his face. There. Look at that
grin.
Look at that lion's mane of hair as well. Jemima Packington interprets upcoming world events by chucking Vale of Evesham. Is that a Vale, or is that how you say it? I don't know what the collective term for asparagus is. Vale of... Oh, no, okay, so Vale of Evesham is a kind of asparagus. Vale of Evesham asparagus tips in the air and reading how they land. The world's only asparamancer. Nice. No, I'm actually an asparamancer as well. I do it all the time. So she's not the only one. That's fake news. I do it every morning to predict what sort of mood my girlfriend's going to be in.
Really?
I throw a load
in the face with asparagus.
Just throw a whole load in the face and go, she's in a bad mood. I get it right every time.
She's living.
Last year, Jemima, also known as Mystic Veg, nice, I like it, correctly predicted a year of extreme temperatures across the globe. That's not too difficult to predict, though, is it? So I've seen some news about climate change. So I reckon things are getting hotter.
Yeah.
Things are going to get hotter. The asparagus
ice is melting.
Yeah. She thinks climate change will take centre stage again in 2020.
Shocker.
No shit.
I think it will for the next sort of, 10 years?
Forever. But the more countries will take action to minimise its impact and pressure other states to accept there is a problem. Yes, well done. The psychic says storms, typhoons, hurricanes and floodings will increase tenfold. All right, that's a bold claim, tenfold, because of global warming, and warns the UK will suffer serious flooding.
Time to build that ark.
Yeah, man. Side Twitty's already on it. He's got himself an ark down.
I was wondering what he's been doing.
It's not watertight, but yeah, it's the beginnings, isn't it? You got to start somewhere, haven't you? I mean, even Noah started with a bit of wood and a saw at one point, wasn't he? And then before you know it, he was shagging animals in a boat. I mean, the story's been embellished over the years. Really, what he actually made was a hut that he fucked a goat in. Somehow
on a rainy day.
Chinese whispers. Don't cancel me for saying that.
You can't say that, man.
That, over the years, has got into a whole biblical drama.
What would be the PC version of that then? What would
Broken Telephone
Yeah.
is the PC version of that, I believe. Yeah. High-profile and much-loved names in the sporting world are tipped to become embroiled in shocking scandals. Again, not much of a prediction. While the youngest ever Oscar winner will be heralded as an acting icon of the future. Greta Thunberg. She's going to act now. She's going into Hollywood. She plays... She plays a Brooklyn thug in 1970s New York. She's from an Italian crime family.
Yeah,
she's got a very diverse range.
Yeah. I can tell that just from looking at
You
it.
fuck with the family. Yeah, you fuck with the climate, motherfucker. You're fucking... The icebergs are fucking melting because of you, son of a bitch. And you give me a light envelope. You got the fucking gore to melt these fucking icebergs.
This fucking guy.
And then give me a light envelope. You better fucking donate that money to a carbon neutral charity, you motherfucker.
You motherless fuck.
Continued turmoil within the royal family is expected to result in some members being relinquished of their official duties, although the sovereign will prevail. Like I say, very specific things.
But all psychics are like that, aren't they?
Well, no, they usually trade in vagaries, don't you think? I mean, these are quite like... But like, what does she...
Yeah, but she's just... Yeah.
What's the technique? What does she think of a subject? Does she think of a sort of yes or no thing? Lob the asparagus and then go, yeah, it's a no.
She reads the news and then goes, right.
Yeah, just imagines what might happen and then lobs some asparagus in there. Fair enough to her, you know, she's got a hustle, hasn't she? She's got a side hustle. Does she make any cash out of it? She's got column inches, you know. 205 shares on the Metros. Not great, it's not bad. There's a whole list of predictions here. 15 of the fuckers. Wow.
Second term, that's obvious, I think.
Donald Trump wins second term. Yep, I would put money on that. The betting odds for that are you wouldn't, might as well not bother. 250 to 1 though, Joe Rogan to become president. So I think it's the same odds as Ben Shapiro becoming president. So fuck, who knows? Why not? Stick a monkey on it.
A monkey.
More countries will take action to fight global warming.
Brilliant.
Not much of a prediction. Storms, typhoons, hurricanes, and flooding will increase tenfold. So that's an easy one to measure, right? Sports and sporting personalities involved in scandals. Again, not much of a prediction. Brexit will go ahead smoothly without causing expected problems. Result: we will get the Brexit we deserve.
Oh, finally.
Independent and small retailers will enjoy a resurgence.
That I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Only because I work in the shop.
The youngest person ever to win an Oscar will be hailed an acting icon in the future.
Is that the kid from Jojo Rabbit?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's nominated. Well, I haven't said the nominations yet.
Okay, so you're telling me that when a new person who becomes the youngest person to win an Oscar wins an Oscar, that they might be hailed as an acting icon. Isn't that the whole point of winning a fucking Oscar? That you become an acting icon.
Like the most prestigious award in the film industry.
Yeah. I mean, like we predict that whoever wins the next...
No work. The phone stopped ringing.
Immediately forgotten. It's like the Ronnie Size effect with the Mercury Music Prize put on the Oscars. Trouble in the royal family. We'll see members relinquished of official duties. So who is that going to be? Because I mean, are there other nonces in the midst, hiding behind the curtains? What's going on there? Because I mean, Andrew's been relinquished of his duties as such. Beatrice, see, look, Beatrice's wedding will not be broadcast on BBC after Andrew's scandal.
All right, I thought you were going to say it was one of the predictions. I was like, it's in the news yesterday.
She did a good job.
Yeah.
It's basically just doing what I do, just read
headlines.
The news.
Just headlines.
Sorry, Beatrice, you don't get your TV wedding because your dad fucks kids. Sorry, champ. Sorry, buddy. That's the cold, hard reality of it.
It's true.
Because your dad's too honourable. Sorry, because your dad can't sweat. Don't sweat the small stuff, Andrew.
I should have known better to be friends with a convicted paedophile.
I should have known. I mean, after he was convicted, and then just to go around his house on multiple occasions and walk with him in a park.
Yeah.
I'm too honourable.
Yeah. I'm a fucking loyal friend.
I'm loyal to a fault. More royal deaths and births. Okay. Renowned showbiz personality will announce his unexpected retirement. What meaningless prediction. The BBC licence fee will be abolished or reduced.
Well,
I mean, she's just reading Tory manifesto now, right?
Yeah, innit?
A massive review of UK education will see standards improved from nursery to university.
Yes, he is just reading.
Interest in veganism will plateau. Yeah, that seems reasonable. The Vale of Evesham asparagus will be heralded as the most prized vegetable worldwide.
Oh, she had to put her mate in there at the bottom.
She's obviously got stock in big asparagus, hasn't she?
Does she use the same ones, do you think?
Yeah. Come on, Jemima, where's the money coming from? Who's funding you? Who's funding these predictions that you know everyone follows? Like, what's the stock market going to do after Jemima comes out with her predictions? Oh, look, stocks in asparagus have skyrocketed. What a surprise. They need to look into her for inside trading. Like, if Elon Musk gets done for that tweet where he said that the stock was going to be 420, just to wind up his girlfriend, just to wind up Grimes, they need to look into her, find out where's the money coming from, where it's going, what offshore accounts, is she a Mossad asset? That's what I want to know. These predictions, they come out. Like, she hasn't predicted World War III, has she?
No.
No mention of Iran.
No mention of Mr. Epstein.
No Epstein mention.
He was hiding her money for it, you see.
Well, there you go. She's obviously covering for Epstein. She's covering for Big Pervert.
Where is he? Wonder where he is.
Epstein? On a different island, I presume.
They will have multiple. If you had that much money, you would have multiple islands.
Yeah, you'd have a backup island. For God's sake, guys. You're in one of those sort of.
That's why all the weird pictures he's got hanging. It's just to fuck with people. Yeah. Like Bill Clinton in a dress. It's just he's there laughing, going, fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
They don't know what to make of it. It's brilliant.
Yeah, the temple on there is nothing to do with it. It's all just a red herring.
Yeah.
You know, it's always with the underground tunnels. When like the child victims and stuff come out, particularly when it's like MK Ultra and all that stuff, they're always going on about these underground tunnels. And so when they don't find any tunnels, they're like, well, no tunnels. They're obviously making it up. Where are these tunnels?
Well,
that must be on the second island, the sub-island.
They hide the tunnels. What's the whole point of the tunnel? You hide the tunnel well. You don't just any old person finding your tunnel.
Yeah, that's true, right. Well, I mean, it would defeat the point of the tunnel, wouldn't it, if it was openly available.
It's a
for
secret
everyone.
tunnel.
Secret tunnel, yes, right. Okay, good. Glad we covered that. Look, here we go. How the Asparamancer's predictions panned out for 2019. Prediction. Fears over Brexit will prove largely unfounded.
Brilliant.
Okay. Result. Depends who you ask. I mean, look at her. She's got a tweed jacket on. She's clearly a Brexiteer. Is that tweed? No, it's not. It's.
Might have asparagus, I believe.
She looks a little bit. No, she don't. I was going to say she looks a little bit. We're full. The country's full. But I don't know. She seems actually a bit more sort of Hove woolly Green Party liberal.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, she's lobbing asparagus about. I mean, she's obviously got a pound note about her. I don't think anyone would dispute that. But I think she probably just told me off for having my dog somewhere I shouldn't.
She was probably born into a wealthy family and she's just a bit balmy.
Oh, she's got nothing better to do than lob asparagus in the air. I mean, she's obviously got issues, hasn't she? Anyway, the result of that prediction depends who you ask. Some will say the Tory landslide general election victory in December will help them carry out the Brexit process, but Boris Johnson still faces the difficult challenge of negotiating a post-Brexit trade deal before a self-imposed deadline of December 2020. Prediction. The trade war between America and China will end, but a US recession will affect the entire world. Wrong! Economic tensions are still ongoing. No recession. Prediction. Exciting new technology will be launched.
Wow. I'd be very surprised if a year doesn't go by into the future where something exciting and new doesn't get launched.
The first year on recorded history where technology has gone backwards. Yeah. We've decided to do away with smartphones. True, whether it's 5G or the expansion of VR. Okay, prediction. England's women's football team will win the World Cup. False. United States won this year's tournament, followed by the Netherlands, Sweden and England. Prediction. Big Brother will return to our screens. True. Prediction. Extreme of temperatures will become the norm. True. Star is Born will win an Oscar. True. Household British businesses will fold. True. Okay. England's cricket and rugby team will enjoy success. True. Asparagus will see an all-time high in sales. Unclear. There's always an asparagus prediction. That's good, isn't it? Good to
Hold on.
relevant.
Go back to that Big Brother one. That's bullshit. Saying it's going to air.
No, it said it would return to the screens. Big
But
Brother will return
it returned every year, and then
our TV screens.
And then it finished.
True. After 18 years, the reality show aired its 19th and final series.
But it was returning every year, so that's just a fucking shit.
Was it not been on for 8? Yeah.
It hadn't stopped at all.
I'm starting to think that
I'm starting to think she's
asparagus.
bullshit.
I'm starting to lose faith in that asparagus.
I'm actually like questioning. Of course it's bullshit.
How dare you? How do you know?
Oh, God. She got me.
Well, what's your option? Throw skateboards in the air? See what...
Yeah. That's how I've been...
Yeah. Right. Fuck's sake. Right, let's play one of these optive bits. God rest his soul. Flatworm from 2002. Damn, son. Already smacks of that era, doesn't it?
It's the bongo, isn't it?
Yeah. Chode's late, everybody. Unbelievable. Jesus, what? It's 1:45 already?
I know, man. Time flies.
Fucking hell. Special video button appears on the app now if there's live video to watch. Woo! Okay, it doesn't work. Put the wrong address in it. Won't get the landscape though. Right. Oh, Lee's suggesting that we do our own predictions. Well, we should try and throw something up in the air. Get Snips. He's up there. He's just watching out over us. We'll lob Snips at the wall and make a prediction.
He's still got his party hat on.
Yeah. Cheers, Bildo. We put the sound on in post. That's how it works now. We record the sound afterwards, like when they redub porn.
It's like my cap's green. It's all green screen.
Yeah. In reality, I'm actually entirely 2D. That is Optiv with Flatworm. God rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
That's a sad way to start 2020. I mean, I'm a bit more pissed off about that than I am about World War III, if I'm honest.
Yeah, go for it.
You know. Right, okay, so we'll make some predictions now. I predict that Andy C will reclaim his spot as best drum and bass DJ in the world, as voted for by the morons that vote for the Drum and Bass Arena Awards.
Who is he now? Who is it?
Yeah, there he goes.
Yep.
See, well, that's... Twitty's going to be unhappy about that, isn't he?
Yeah, right.
That's effectively lobster blood now all over the wall.
He killed Snips.
Yeah. Okay, that's your go there. Oh no, hold on. You're supposed to throw the lobster, and then depending on how the lobster falls, you make the prediction, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I've got this wrong, haven't I?
It'd be silly to get this wrong, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, it's not, you don't sort of hurl the lobster in, just sort of appreciate.
Got him more lost.
Yeah, no, you're going to get covered in bloody loft insulation as well. Yeah.
Asbestos.
Don't worry, I'll get that off you later. It's fine. Yeah, so you have to throw the lobster, maybe somewhere that's easier to...
Well, we won't be able to see him. So just throw him against...
let's give a little... 1 second, hold on, let me get you on the...
in the air?
There you are. Throw him in the air and then...
Ready?
Yeah. Try not to hit the cameras, I guess. Fucking, that's close. Right. Prediction?
Okay, so he's fallen on his back.
Yeah.
Belly up.
Yeah.
Prediction is High Rank will be cancelled in 2020.
It's about time. Hopefully I'll get cancelled soon so I can just go back to bed. You know what I mean?
Not for the lack of trying.
I'm doing my best, man. I don't think someone with an audience as small as mine is worth cancelling, is it? Is that really worth the tweets? All right, let's try.
Yeah, it's just you'll come back to Twitter. That's what you'll do.
Yeah, the high ranking will come back to Twitter.
Yeah,
I have a Twitter account, but I only follow code people, and I don't have any followers or any tweets.
Just Insta whores, suicide girls, stuff like that. And then loads of code stuff. Classic pervert.
Yeah, and a load of like hentai stuff. I've got an anime character as my image.
The odd random comment. Oh, looking good today.
Yeah, wow, yeah, no, you look great. Wow, it's great to, when like those sort of girls are like, hey, sorry, I haven't tweeted in a while.
Been feeling really low
Just
about myself.
Just like, great to have you back. Yeah, wow, we've missed you. Well,
that's a thing. Yeah, imagine that in your life. You just want loads and loads of just sweaty perverts just telling you how great you are and not to be sad and chin up, babe. And...
Wow, that's what you want, isn't it? I mean, that's the dream. Better to have that than not have it. Do you think?
I've only got one subscriber to my OnlyFans.
Really?
Yeah, it's my mum.
Wow. I mean, she's
just supporting.
Just supporting. It's nice, isn't it, to have the support of your friends and family? It's something I've always wanted, but I've never actually got. Be that either just sort of like emotional support or financial. I mean, ideally, I would go for the latter.
Of course, but
I'll take what I can get. I might start a Twitter account and just really do some sort of like
damage.
Just really try and ruin some people's lives. Just make up spurious rumours about maybe people in the drum and bass scene. Say
that
they
anyway.
Fuck me.
That's just like your old Twitter.
Prolix bummed me. He was shit. The worst thing about it was that he was rubbish.
Oh God.
Right.
Was it Datsyk? No.
Yeah. Datsyk fingered me. I enjoyed it. I'm not ashamed of it.
Free Dactic.
Yeah. Oh God. That's gonna be that's the thing that gets you cancelled.
Me. Yeah.
I'm just gonna cut that clip out, make it a GIF.
Yeah.
Subtitle it.
Why do you think I go by Sweet Johnny? It's not my fucking passport.
Sweet Johnny.
He's the man.
Woo, the man that you cannot cancel.
Uncancelable.
The uncancellables.
That's a TV show.
Right, okay, next prediction. Okay. Oh, tits in the air. Legs akimbo. Jimmy Savile will return from the dead.
Ooh.
Yeah, wow. The ghost of Jimmy Savile will return and he will nonce all of his accusers. Again. No, hold on. Well,
It always gets wild. It always gets wild, doesn't it, at the end of the day?
Free
Dactic.
It's like, the pingers are kicked in.
Yeah. Jimmy
really,
Savile is going to come to renonce.
Yeah, it's just the renoncing. It's going to be a terrible B movie on Sci-Fi Channel. The renoncing. No, no, he's going to go and nonce all the people that knew about it but never said anything. Louis Theroux.
Yeah.
He's right. Here's
Just
the
all the old bastards from the BBC.
Yeah. All the old boys that did nothing. He's going to come back from the dead. He's going to nonce Louis Theroux, and Theroux will do a documentary about it. Theroux will go on Rogan again and go, I don't know what happened. I've just thought about it a lot. I don't know. I can't do a good Louis Theroux impression. That's one I need to add to the roster. I need to get my Bill Clinton up to scratch as well.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, Hillary. I don't know. I did not have sexual relations on that plane, on that island.
Yeah, we wait till we got to the island.
Well, it was supposed to be a secret island. No, terrible. Can't do it. Can't get in it. I need it. You need that entrance, don't you? You need that one line
got to
that gets you into
find
it.
find that word.
Hillary. I don't know.
Yeah, it probably will be Hillary.
Probably Hillary. Terrible, isn't
Or
it?
Monica.
You wished he hadn't splashed out on the dress. Guys, what's going on? It's the end of the show now. No, it's not. We've still got another 6 minutes.
We can fuck shit up in 6 minutes.
Fuck knows where we can go in 6 minutes, mate.
We can...
Bottle gobbled up by man's anus when he tried to scratch an itch.
I love it. It's like gobbled up. Like the bum was like, oh, nom, 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 nom.
Like Cookie Monster.
A delicious bottle.
No, give me the bottle. Bottom hungry. Anus hungry.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, it just gobbled it up, mate.
Was it the outside? I mean, where was the itch? It's
right,
small intestine.
Yes. Oh, God. Okay. A patient is recovering after his anus swallowed a bottle while he was trying to relieve an itch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's every chance I will be admitted to A&E with something stuck in my ass at some point in my life. And I will just go in, I will hold my hands up and say, there is a,
What's his name?
There is a remote control stuck in my ass. How did that get there? I put it there to see how it would feel. For a while it felt good. Then I couldn't get it out, and then it stopped feeling good.
I couldn't get the Sky package to work. I thought this might do it.
It kept telling me that I didn't have the HD package, and I know I have the HD package, and where do I change the settings?
More and more, oh God. Turning into Mark Corrigan more and more each day.
Yeah. And so I put the remote into my anus. It went in fine, but it just wouldn't come out again. Should have put it on a string. Should have put it in a condom and tied a knot in it with a string on the end.
Like any sane man.
Like you would do, like Richard Gere did with that hamster. I think. Is that the story?
It's one of those urban myths.
Well, it was in South Park. It must be true.
It's true, actually.
Yeah. He eventually went to... the man, 60, who's not been identified, insists that he was trying to scratch his anus with a cologne bottle. That's what cologne looks like in China, apparently. That's shaped bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, that's fine. There it is, all pooey.
All pooey and bloody.
Yeah, nice. Whoa, look at those forceps. Get it out. Wow, ouch, Jesus, fuck. Nice work getting it out without breaking it, though.
Yeah, right.
Fuck, can you imagine? I mean, do you remember that... what is it called? Was it like one man, one jar?
Oh, cool. After like 2 girls and 1 cup, there was the one man, one jar. And
yeah, and it breaks in his ass.
Tanny was always trying to make me watch it. I was like, look, I get it. I don't want to see a man put a jar up his ass and have it just break inside him and then just bloody bits of glass fall out of his bum.
The thing I remember it was that it almost felt like he wanted it to break. It had that vibe.
I sound like the lady doth protest too much. I haven't seen it. I promise I haven't seen it.
Fuck off. That's the sort of thing you'd proliferate back in the day.
Yeah.
Really is.
No. It's just Tanny was so enthusiastic. You can't watch this. Yeah. You know what he's like.
I mean, you have changed somewhat. I mean, recently you shut down an entire WhatsApp group because of stuff that was being posted in it. I will say that video has stayed with me. I really wish I hadn't seen it.
This is it. It's like it's more. The problem is when you've got a friend who is an ex from the forces who has squaddy mates. You get like the odds of that's a little bit funny. That's a little bit funny. Oh, okay, that's someone. That's someone. That's gross.
Man, I think that will probably stay with me for the rest of my life. That video.
Yeah, it's burnt.
Onto my retinas. Yeah. Hayley's stepdad sends me some naughty stuff sometimes. It's often like CCTV footage of people getting killed in unpleasant ways. There was one which I believe was from India, but a guy on a motorbike going underneath like an 18-wheeler, and he just explodes. He literally covers, and then there's a shot of them actually cleaning it up, and they're just like scooping up guts on the road by hand. Just a load of guys just scooping it into a bag, it's just everyday life, just getting it done, and it just for guys in the way. I mean, the birds will love it.
CCTV ones, obviously, you don't want to watch that stuff. That's fine because it's just accidentally caught it. It's the ones we just got random people just like, I'm just going to film this.
This
guy just threw himself off that tower. I'm just going to film it.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's just get a close up. Come on, zoom in.
And they got John Brown sharing it. No. He did it again last night, actually, in a different group, and Leslie just like left immediately.
What, the same video?
Just I didn't open them. Oh, okay. When you got Leslie going, you're a sick cunt, and then Andrew's left the group. He's like, I'm just not opening it.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's it. I might leave also.
Just a blurred thumbnail.
God.
Ugh. But then you're there trying to guess what it is.
Do you see the one of the guy? I can't remember what his name is, but he does sort of gross things for cash. He's an English guy, and his one it's called like the Alaskan face mask or Alaskan hockey mask or something. Anyway, he's naked on a sort of decking area, and he does a shit into a pit of cling film, and then puts it over his face and like pokes his tongue through it. That's a bit of fun.
The problem is that everyone's... I
like that one.
Since the early noughties, Jackass, Dirty Sanchez, I think people are just trying to now bring that back, but really going for it. At a different,
you've got to go hard, man.
Yeah, like,
go up the ante.
Like injure yourself for life, sort of.
Great times, man. It's a great time to be alive.
2020.
God bless it. The roaring 20s. Here we go. Right. Thank you, sweet Johnny. You're a sweet man. I appreciate your service, your continued service, in spite of all the odds.
I'm sorry I've been away for so long, but I will be back.
Thank you for your support, despite what they say about me online. And
I'm here to wrong the rights.
You know,
not right the wrongs, wrong
a
the
true
rights.
Uncancelable. Guys, I will see you tomorrow. What day is it today? It's Tuesday. I think we have Parallax at 11, but I've not heard from him. I don't know. He's a secretive man. He's a secretive gentleman. He lives in a cave, and he whacks for warmth. That's what he does. That's who he is. That's how he chooses to live his life, and that's fine by me. You know, I'm a liberal guy. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. When are you coming in next?
Hopefully next week. If that's all right.
You come in whenever you want, mate. You're always welcome.
It will be next week, actually, yeah.
Fine. All right, then. See you next week.
I can't wait to see you all.
Guys, I love you. Okay? Goodbye. Oh, no. It really kills the vibe, doesn't it? When you got this music still playing. Oh.